What could be better in the wintertime than sitting by your fire with your hot tea and your cozy socks and a big blanket and a great book and, say, a bowl of chili or some beef and barley soup or some nice spicy chicken that heats you from the inside?
Better than that is having it all done so that all you have to do that day is go over to your freezer, take it out, cook it. It can sometimes be in the slow cooker or simmering on the stovetop while you sit with your book or go outside and enjoy an adventure. And when you come back in from that adventure, dinner is awaiting. Today we are going to be sharing with you some easy winter meal prep recipes that just really hit the spot when it comes to this time of year.
The best part about today is we have an extra special surprise for you that you're going to want to stay tuned to see.
The first recipe we're going to do is, of course, chili, because what would a winter meal prep video be without hearty chili? We always take this with us when we go skiing in the mountains, because then I stick it in the slow cooker when everybody comes in after skiing and they're cold and hungry. Just the perfect meal and so filling.
It is really, really delicious, and I've said this before, there are times that I'll make this chili and I'll just feel the need to text Charla and say, I know you already know this, but it really is the best chili. Like, it is just so good. We don't have a place to go skiing in the mountains all the time, but we take it camping with us, and I am a bit of a pampered princess camper. I glamp, and I take my slow cooker and we just throw it in the slow cooker, and then we go on our ATVs. We go quadding and come back, and same thing, we get to have that there.
What you're gonna do is you're already going to have your ground beef browned and cooled, because you want all your ingredients to be cooled before you put them into your freezer bags. Otherwise it's gonna cause condensation and you'll run into issues later. So we've got our cooked, cooled ground beef. We're gonna add it into a large resealable freezer bag, and then you're gonna throw in some chopped onion, minced garlic. We use garlic from a jar because it's much faster that way. Some kidney beans. You don't even have to rinse or drain them. Just toss that right in with the liquid. Chili style beans that also have the liquid. Diced tomatoes, tomato paste, chili powder, cumin, paprika, a little bit of pepper, and this is our secret ingredient. It also might be because we're Canadian, but you're going to add in a splash of maple syrup. You're gonna squish this all together in your bag to combine it so that those flavors can start to meld. You're gonna take out as much of the air as you can from your bag, because when you're freezer cooking, air is your enemy. It causes freezer burn, and we want to avoid that. Then you're gonna get your bag sealed, get that into the freezer. Now, on the day of cooking, this couldn't be simpler. You're gonna thaw it, or just thaw it a little bit. You don't even have to have it all the way thawed. And then you're gonna toss it into your slow cooker or a large stovetop pot. Heat it up to the point where those onions are tender, everything else was already cooked. And then you're gonna serve this. If you want, you can serve it with some cheddar cheese, some sour cream. People do their chilies all kinds of ways. We tend to do ours with buns or in poppers.
And a nice side salad. A really nice Caesar salad with some garlic toast is how we do it.
Oh,
it's a nice one. The second coziest thing you could ever have in winter is beef and barley stew. I'm sure it probably is the second coziest thing. So again, super simple. We're going to start in our bag with some cubed round steak, or you could use chuck. You could use just, a cheaper cut of meat, because this is going to be, something that can be cooked low and slow. We're going to add into the bag 4 carrots that have been peeled and diced, a chopped onion, some green pepper, some minced garlic, barley, salt and pepper, thyme, basil, and a bay leaf, and of course, we have the option of putting in your beef broth now, or you can save it aside to make your bag a little bit thinner and we could add the beef broth later on the day of cooking. Then you're going to seal it up, and then you're going to realize you forgot to add the mushrooms. So then you're going to open up your bag, and then you're going to add in your mushrooms, because what is beef barley stew without your mushrooms? You're going to seal it back up, get it into your freezer. Then on the day of cooking, if you haven't added your beef broth, you go ahead and add that now. You're going to let this simmer on the stovetop for as long as you want, because it is just going to get better and better and better the longer it sits.
Or you can do that one in the slow cooker.
That's a great one in the slow cooker, for sure.
This year and last year, we have been really into the one-pot meals, that and the sheet pans.
Yes, because, hello, less dishes.
For both, and that is exactly the magic of both of those types. So we've got our one-pot bolognese, and it's got all the magic of those wintry comfort flavors and less dishes.
That's right. Tell us about the one-pot bolognese, Charla.
So into your large freezer bag, you're going to add some browned ground beef. When you were browning the beef for your chili, you just go ahead and double what you're gonna brown so that you can make the bolognese later, or you quadruple it so that you can make the bolognese and chili and double each of them, which is really where freezer meals get amazing. You're going to add some minced garlic, minced onion, some pasta sauce, or you can use the red sauce, diced tomatoes, and chicken broth. You're gonna get as much air as you can out of your bag, seal it, and freeze it. On the day of cooking, you're gonna need some penne. Other than that, you have everything you need. So you thaw this, you put it into a large stovetop pot or a deep skillet, and you bring it to a boil, and then you actually add the penne right into it. You don't need to cook it, so you're saving on that pot, you're saving on the strainer. You don't have to do those dishes, which is why we love it. You're just gonna add that right into the sauce and let it cook up in the sauce. The other thing I like about it is those pasta noodles do soak up some of the flavor from the sauce. You can serve this with a side salad, Caesar salad, garden salad, or you could do a steamed vegetable if you wanted.
I think you totally could. You could make this however you want. And that's actually the beauty of doing freezer meals, because when you're doing freezer meals, you can customize. Charla has a broccoli allergy and a celery allergy, so we can omit those. We can change things out. If you're making a freezer meal and, oh no, you don't have any, I don't know, parsley, just leave it out or add it on the day of cooking because you happen to have it then. It really is very forgiving, and you can customize it to work just for your family.
Of course, because you have more energy on the day you're going to go cook this, because all you're doing is heating it up on the stove. You're not having to chop anything, you're not having to brown your meat or anything like that on that day. You do have a bit more energy to make a salad, or you could just pick up a bagged salad.
That's totally okay too, and it is something that we often do at our house because they're really great. They are really great. Have you had the dill pickle salad at Costco? It's insane.
I have not, but you have told me about it.
Oh my goodness, it is so good. And it is different than the dill pickle salad at the regular grocery store. It's like they give Costco the special one. It has special things in it. It's different. I mean, they're the same and it's the same company, but Costco gets like the Costco one. There's so many good packaged salads out there. There is nothing wrong with going and getting that if that means getting the vegetables into you and your family.
Just like how, as an adult, sometimes the little things make it fun. Going and getting a bagged salad and not having to make your own, right?
How fun. You're right.
The little things bring you joy.
Yes.
For me, anyway. And you have to find the joy in the little things.
Yep.
When you're a kid, you're waiting for like Christmas. And when you're an adult, you're like, whoo, Costco has a better bagged salad. Right?
You are right. It is the little things. Silver lining Charla has struck again.
Okay, so one of the things as an adult that is rarely fun is getting your mail.
It's usually bills.
Bills, flyers, you know. There is a way you can get fun mail. I'm gonna go to my freezer and get out some fun mail from the freezer, and we're gonna open it together.
Go get your fun mail from the freezer.
FabFitFun is sponsoring this video, and they have sent us one of their winter 2023 collection boxes. And the thing about these boxes is that you can customize them. But the really fun thing for you guys today is that I was the one that chose the things in this box, so Christy hasn't seen anything and she has no idea what I chose. And one of these I chose specifically for her.
Oh, well, that is exciting. I was with you when you started to like go through some of the choices, and I said, what? You can choose? I really thought it was just random stuff that you got.
No, it is, and you get to pick.
So as soon as I said that, you're like, okay, I'm gonna stop telling you anything. So I really don't know what's in the box. But can I just say, how cute is this box?
Totally cute, because you pointed out to me that
Look at, you could put your love letters in it, and you can stack all your money in it that you saved. And then what was this one?
Christmas decorations.
Holiday ornaments and Christmas decorations. And it's such a good box.
It's a great box. So we're gonna
it's so
open this
cute.
box and ooh and awe together.
And I like the color.
Okay, I'm gonna show them before I'm gonna show you.
And don't you just love a good sturdy box? I'm not even kidding. Okay, I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
Can you believe it? All of this came in my box, and FabFitFun sent a special coupon for you guys to get one if you'd like to get a huge discount. So stick with us, see what's in the box.
All right, what's in the box? Can I look? Okay, I looked at one. I peeked.
Now, the boxes, if you're more into fitness and wellness, you could pick things along those lines. I chose a lot of kind of kitchen-y things because we're Freezer Meals 101.
Hello. That makes sense.
I'm really excited. This is, we're gonna have to set it up together. Can you hold
Okay.
that for me?
Oh, we set it up?
Yes.
Oh, how cute.
I know, okay.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Oh my goodness, that is so cute. We could have a double-decker charcuterie.
We just made holiday appetizers.
Hang on, it even has divots. It's smart. There. Now it's stable.
Ooh.
Science.
So we can put our holiday appetizers on here, which I think is super, super cute. I'm gonna set the box down so that it's not, I'm short. It's blocking me. Okay, next thing, kitchen related too, and there's 2 boxes for it. So it is, okay, I can't even explain how perfect this is for my new kitchen. I've already looked in these boxes and peeked. Christy hasn't seen it at all. I know.
I had no idea. It's so cute.
So wait till you see this.
And it's the right color. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
This
Upside down. Yeah.
is,
A cake plate. A cake stand.
and it matches my kitchen
Like
exactly.
Perfectly. This is your color.
Normally, it's a cake plate. It's beautiful. You can put your cakes on it, your cupcakes, but
We all know Charla.
I'm not using it for that. I'm using it for those holiday appetizers. And then the rest of the year, I'm using it for regular appetizers because
Yes.
appetizers are my thing. So it matches my kitchen beautifully.
Oh, it's so stinking cute.
I know. And
Okay,
it's got
who's
these.
it? Susie Cakes. I've never heard of them, but I'm going to buy me one. I love
Isn't
it.
I know. It's beautiful and adorable all at the same time. Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna take a departure from the kitchen stuff for a minute. Well, we're gonna come back to kitchen stuff. This is 111 Skin Celestial Black Diamond Brightening Essence. And this is what I asked you about when I was like, what
Yes.
is brightening essence? Because I am not that girly.
I do know more about skincare, and so as soon as she said it was skin brightening, when you are 15 years old, your skin is dewy and bright. When you're 4 years old, it's not as dewy and bright, and so we need a little help in the brightening department.
So this is gonna be awesome. And because Christy has one of these, I'm keeping this.
You keep that one. I have some. I have some. Because look at how dewy and bright I am.
Okay, this next one is a hand cream, and I chose it specifically because Christy sometimes complains about her hands being dry, and we live in Canada, and it gets dry here.
I am starting to have hand creams everywhere. I have hand creams like everywhere in my house, and I have considered bringing hand cream to your house.
Well, now
you have hand cream.
Is going to have her very own hand cream, and it's fancy and vegan.
And they use fair trade biodiversity ingredients from the Amazon, which is actually really great. That's awesome. This is great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, on our display.
On our display table.
Now, the next thing in the beauty realm that came in this box, yes, it all came in this one box, is, I'm keeping it for me. It is the Chosen Bun eyeshadow palette.
Oh.
And Christy has
I have lots
lot.
of makeup.
And I don't, because I didn't used to wear a lot of makeup, but now that we're on YouTube and we do filming, I need to do my makeup. And I find that I don't have a lot of selection, and I don't know. So I was really excited about this because I loved the colors, and it gives me something where I can experiment a little bit and have fun. And
Now, if the colors are in there, like what is represented on the box, like look how well it matches you already.
okay, we have to open it.
I do want to
and
open
see.
it and see, because I'm excited about this. This is like Christmas.
It is like Christmas. You know what? A subscription to FabFitFun would actually be the most amazing
really great
Christmas
Christmas
gift to give somebody, because you know when you're a kid and you get the Highlights magazine? Like, I'm dating myself here, but
I think we already have a few times.
it's fun mail. So this would be such an amazing holiday gift to give someone. Okay, we're gonna open my eyeshadows. And it does kind of match my outfit.
It matches you. I think those are going to be great. You chose great colors. Good job.
So the last thing that I have in this winter collection box is for Christy.
Oh.
And if you've watched our
Don't even
channel
tell me.
for a while,
Don't even tell me.
you know
I know what it is.
that Christy kind of likes her aprons.
Oh my goodness, isn't that pretty? And this is such a Christy apron.
It's such a Christy apron.
Hang on.
This was my surprise for you.
Oh, that's such a, thank you. That's such a nice one. Okay, I can't do both.
Okay.
But, oh my goodness. Here.
Look.
I'm so
Ta-da.
cute. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My hands are soft and my clothes are covered. That is so good. So is that everything in the box?
So that is everything in the box, and now we're going to tell you how you can get a discount for yourself. So our awesome sturdy box here with a FabFitFun membership, you can get 4 customizable boxes every year with full-size beauty, health and wellness, kitchen, obviously, home things that are perfect for you to use for yourself or gift to others. And the best part, in my opinion, is you get to choose. And even though I chose these things, it was still super fun for me to get to open the box and to have it come in the mail today. So that didn't take away from the fun for me, although you got to be surprised.
I got to be surprised, and I like surprises, and that was super fun. Like, I was just excited about the box, never mind the stuff that was in it. You know that you're getting older when you appreciate a really great box. And this is a great box.
Sturdy.
Like, if you don't use it for your Christmas ornaments, I might.
I will. We're gonna fight over the box.
Fight over the box.
that would bring some viewers to our channel. So we have that special code for you today. You can get 20% off your first box with a seasonal membership. That means that you can get your winter box, which is a value up to $350, depending on what items you choose in there, for only $47.99. Which is like,
That's
some
a
of these
steal.
things on their own are worth that.
Oh, that is exciting. You're not wrong.
So the code for the 20% off is freezer. We will also have the code and a link in the description box down below. And I have another code for you, because if you sign up annually instead of paying seasonally, then if you use the code FreezerGift, and if you don't remember, it's going to be in the description down below, you get a $200 free gift.
That is pretty nice. This is very generous. Like, I'm really actually impressed. I did not know what to expect out of this.
And we're gonna get back to making some more winter freezer meals.
My hands smell so good.
Really?
Yeah. Amazon-y. That was the most fun mailbox out of your freezer that I have ever had before. And I am so glad that you did that. I would love to look forward to my mail, to be honest. My mail is very boring, so that would make it much more exciting.
That was exciting. And the fact that it came from the freezer is more fun too.
It totally is. All right, so we are gonna get back to our recipes here, so thank you for indulging us. Our next cozy winter recipe is the sausage and peppers. Now, this is actually, to me, it was a sleeper recipe. Like, I didn't see it coming, that this was gonna be as good as it really is. And I'll tell you why. It's because the sausage just has so much zip, and the sauce in this is just so tangy and exciting. And a lot of times you think of winter being like, not dull, but just kind of toned down. Everything's muted. Like, even when you have a big blanket of snow on everything and you go outside, all the sounds are muted, right? This is alive and exciting. This is like the most excited I've been about a recipe in a long time.
I love it.
This recipe is really actually quite exciting. So it is called sausage and peppers, and we start out with our sausage in a tube that you would get, like Italian sausage. You can get mild or you can get spicy. And then you're going to slit it and just take that casing off, and then individually shape. You can make 5 or 6. I usually like to make about 5 meatballs out of each of those sausages that were in the casing. So once you're done that, and you've done, you know, your pound or your half pound, however much you're doing, this recipe calls for 1 pound, you're going to brown them up. Now you can fry them, you can do them in the oven, like around 350 for 25 minutes, and just get them nice so they are like just cooked. And then you're able to let them cool, and you can start with them in your bag. The next thing you're going to add in is some red pepper sliced, some sliced yellow pepper. We're going to add in sliced onion, or you could chop it if that's the way things are going for you that day. You can add in some minced garlic. Again, we're doing it from the jar. Some Cajun seasoning, and diced tomatoes in a can. Could it be any simpler than that? Once we have all of our vegetables and seasonings and everything in the bag, we're going to get all the air out, we're going to zip it up and put it in the freezer. On the day of cooking, bam, in your skillet. I like this one in the skillet because it's fast and it is delicious. And it's not even that complicated, and I'm telling you, it is so tasty.
Yeah, I find if we take out 2 bags so that there's leftovers, and we just cook both bags at the same time, because of course it's so much faster just to double all your meals and end up with twice as many in your freezer. And then if you do have a large family, or you're feeding a crowd, or you want more leftovers, you can take out 2 bags at once. But when we do that and we end up with leftovers, the next day they've kind of like lost some of their sauciness. Well, that's the day my kids love to have this one in wraps.
Oh, that makes so much sense, because I'm thinking this is going to be a little bit saucy for a wrap, but you had written in there that you like to have it in wraps, and that makes total sense now.
Yeah, and this is a real hit at our house too.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
I always think of this next recipe as a winter recipe only, because the first time I ever had it, we had gone cross-country skiing. It was so cold, like so cold, and I'm not much of a cross-country skier. It's hard work.
It is hard work.
So
you're not kidding.
You work up an appetite. And we got back to my sister-in-law's house, because only this one sister-in-law could ever have dragged me out to go cross-country skiing. She's done it a few times.
She is a persuasive lady.
And she is full of energy.
Yes, she is.
Anyway, We got back to her house and she had this waiting for us. She had it simmering while we were gone, and it was this spicy red lentil soup. And I got her recipe, and now we make it ahead and freeze it. And so then, on the off chance I go cross-country skiing this winter, or on the more probable chance that I go for a walk or hiking or something like that in the snow, I can come back and have this spicy red lentil soup that is just so comforting. It's like that spice just warms you up.
That is like the best part about it.
And this was kind of your conversion into eating lentils.
I have tried lentils in the past, and for me, I've always had a bit of a texture problem with it because they're not like anything else that you could ever eat. And so when I have this soup, I do still actually use the immersion blender, and I make it as smooth as possible. Flavor-wise, it is like blow your top off, flavorful. And if you like the lentils the way it is, you just have it like that, or you can use the immersion blender and pretend it's tomato.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I always use the immersion blender in it because I just prefer it. So this one, we are going to make it in a pot at first. The nice thing about having cooked this up ahead is that if you want, you can split this into individual portions. And then have them that way. They're great for lunch size. If you live on your own, they are just so nice to have. You also can freeze it in a large bag for a full family. And of course, you could double it, freeze it in 2 bags. And that way, if you're ever hosting a cross-country ski-a-thon, you can have everybody in afterwards for your giant pot of spicy lentil soup. So into your pot, you're going to saute some onions and garlic in some olive oil. Then you're going to add some cumin, paprika, and cayenne pepper. Now you can adjust the amount of cayenne pepper depending on your spice tolerance. You're just gonna cook that together for a minute, and then you're gonna add some chicken broth or vegetable broth if you wanna make this vegetarian, some dry red lentils that have been rinsed, tomato paste, and a bay leaf. You're going to cover that and bring it to a boil, stirring here and there, and then you're gonna reduce the heat and simmer it for about half an hour until your lentils are nice and tender. Then you're gonna get rid of your bay leaf and blend that with an immersion blender. Then you're gonna stir in a can of evaporated milk and simmer it for just 5 more minutes until that's all heated through and blended together. Add some salt and pepper. And then once it's cool, you're gonna add it into your freezer bags, get those sealed and into your freezer. On the day you go to make this, everything is already cooked. It's melded, it's cooked, it's perfect. So you just reheat it. You can do it in the microwave, in a stovetop pot, or in your slow cooker.
That sounds really awesome. This next recipe was a surprise. This is the one I was talking about where it's gonna heat you from the inside out. It's Mississippi chicken. A lot of people are familiar with the Mississippi pot roast, which until this year, really, I had never heard of. Once we made the Mississippi pot roast, people started saying, you know, you can do this with chicken too, you know? So we have done it with the chicken, and it's a banger, let me tell you. For Mississippi chicken, we're gonna start out with our chicken in the bag. You can use thighs, or you can use boneless, skinless chicken breasts. On top of that, we are going to add in 8 ounces of pepperoncini peppers with a 1/4 cup of the juice. We're going to add in a packet of dry ranch seasoning. Now we buy our dry ranch seasoning in bulk, so we use it by the tablespoonful. 3 heap-ish tablespoons equals about the same amount as in a packet, okay? We're also going to add in a packet of au jus seasoning that you would get in the gravy section at your grocery store, and 1/2 cup of some butter. We're gonna put it all into the bag. You don't even have to really mix it around because you're gonna do this in the slow cooker and all of those things are going to meld together, so you don't have to mix it. You can seal it all up as best you can, get it into your freezer, and on the day of cooking, really defrost it, get it into your slow cooker, and let the butter do its magic, because it is going to mix with the dip and the au jus seasoning and those peppers. Something that we did do though for the peppers is we took a bit of time and we took all the stems off before we put them in the bag, so that way when you shred your chicken, you can shred the peppers up with it. And there is some heat, but there is also a tremendous amount of flavor happening here. These are really great with potatoes. We've had ours with just buns and a salad. It would be good on rice. It's just good. It's just exciting in your mouth, and that's what you want.
And it's another one where even though it's chicken and we tend to think more of sausage or beef recipes for winter, it's still very wintry.
Yeah, it really, really is. Like I said, it heats you from the inside out because there is some spice happening here with these peppers.
Thank you for joining us today. We're gonna put a video right there to a huge mega session we did where we made 129 freezer meals all at one time. Thanks to FabFitFun
for our awesome surprise box. We are really excited about it, and it was a lot of fun.
And thank you to them for sponsoring this video. Thanks for joining us. Happy cooking.